What is on top of the deck? What is on top of the deck? Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Welcome to Hunt the Weekend.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into the show. Welcome on in each and every one of you planets out there. Where are my planets at? Right? Where are my large masses that maybe inhabit some form of life or even some kind of Phyrexian oil, right? We're going to talk about it. We're going to get to it. Welcome on in, everyone. Your planets, your spaceships, your empty spaces. I'm happy to have you all here. I'm happy to have you. Who am I? I am your Gokuer. Go home. Your host with the most, your Don John DeMarco. Okay, I'm the pride of Mardu. You ever heard of me? You ever heard of me? This is Hunt the Week. It's your weekly Magic the Gathering podcast about the Arena Gauntlet League that we know, love, and play in. Of course, this is Edge of Eternities, Week 4. We are getting there. We are traveling through space. I found a planet this week. I found a planet days ago, and I'm still riding high on it. I feel complete. I feel like I did it. And you know what I mean when I say complete. Because I discovered one. A Phyrexia. All will be one. Oh, so exciting. We're going to talk about it. Let's go ahead and let's see how big space is.
Space, it says, is big. Really big. You just won't believe how vastly, hugely, mind-bogglingly big it is. I mean, you may think it's a long way down the street to the chemist, but that's just peanuts to space.
As I record, this is your current top 16. Jack H. Rackick, he's been number 1, number 2 this whole thing, 16 and 4. Good to see Jack's name up on top. Michael W., a dude with a good, on the Dream Trawler, they're 16 and 4. Chris D., Stereo Lab, 16 and 4. Nick L., Play on Birds, they're on the Goblin Balloon Brigade, and Chris D. was on the Azusa, also 16 and 4. Matt K. Myth on the Colossal Dreadmaw is 15 and 5. Tim O. Zevin, 28, is on the Mole Drifter. They're 15 and 5. Sean O. Pawn of Hulamog on the Bloody Moon, 15 and 5. Matthew H. Almost on the TARDIS, 15 and 5. Grace B. Froggies, SS Steelcutter, 14 and 5. Zach M. Marillium on the Sarima, I don't know, 14 and 6. Varu L. Tamamo on the RMS Titanic, 14 and 6. Clyde S. Cleve on the Forced Warship, 14 and 6. Jamie W. Jamie Hand of Honor, 14 and 6. Paul R. Kildor Krana, the Scheming Seer, 14 and 6. Dominic D. Walrus Brews on the Voidwalker, 14 and 6. Stefan B. Score on the Savard. It's cut off. I don't even get to see the whole name. Hold on. It's tough. Can I adjust the brackets? I can't see the whole name, okay? It's French. You know I'd love to pronounce it. Savierne de Se Nave. That's all I can see. My dog's mad about it. They're 14 and 6. And if we go down one more to 17, Adam E. Adam N. on the Treasure Cruise at 14 and 6. And why not? Caleb G. Why not? On the Government Group, 14 and 6. 14 and 6 goes from 11 down to 18. 13 and 7, which is what I am, goes from 22 all the way down to 36, right? Like, it's hard to be in the top 16. 14 and 6 is a great record, right? Like, everyone in 14 and 6 went 3 or 2 and better this week. Jack Rackick, number 1 and 4 and 1. We got some 5-0s. Michael W., a dude with a good, 5-0. Nick L., Play on Birds, 5-0. William E., 5-0. William E. Catarang, 5-0. Raphael F. Prudent, 5-0. And way down at the bottom, we got a Nick L. Alifos, 5-0. Yeah, those are your 5-0s. How did I do? I did great. I went 4 and 1. I only lost one match to Jeremy E. Lorgoif, a match that had one of the worst misplays I've ever done in a long time on it. Real bad, just skip past my turn when I had lethal on board, or enough power to get lethal in a turn or two. Very frustrating. But they were good games, and Jeremy's great, so I'm trying not to be too mad about it. And then I feel like I ran the gauntlet this week. These are my opponents: Jeremy E., Lord Goif, Christopher G., Oompa Loompa, Cody R., Race, Nick A., Knee Star, Matthew H., almost. Tough crowd. I think everybody was in the top, 40 or 50, top 50 at least, and a few of them top 16. It was a rough week, but we go 4-1. We raise our OMW. We're feeling good about it. The deck's playing well. And I found a planet. And oh my God, if I wasn't just like the happiest person forever because of that, because I found a planet. The whole mechanic is we move this ship around this thing. And I talked to somebody, I think it was last week on the show. Neither one of us has found a planet, and it's a bummer. It's a bummer to not find one. You really want to find a planet. Just because that's like that's part of it, right? That's a big part of it. And I almost didn't even go to the spot. We're stuck in the middle. We've got like 7 spaces left, and then we've given kind of boxed out on both sides all around us. So I was like, man, do we finish these 7 out, or do we just move to one side? I don't know. I was like, okay, we'll finish out a couple more. I find one, all will be one. We get a Tyvar, okay, because we get a free card when we find it. Tyvar, which is a card that I think was like unplayable in one. Not a card I'm excited to get, but it plays great in this format. It allows you to untap a creature for a plus with Station. So good with Station. Or you can mill and return a creature, mana value 2 or less to the battlefield. I got a bunch of those. I got Virus Beetles. I got the Saboteurs, the 4/1 Menace guys. Yeah, it's great. And then you can also activate the abilities of creatures as though they had flash. I don't think I can do that at all. I don't think that matters at all to me. But anyway, I found a free Planeswalker and then got to play with it right away and was happy with it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm enjoying the league. I like the planet thing. Let's see what spaceships are, because there's a spacecraft standings, and it's by like most planets found. I want to see, and I know it's here. I want to see like which ones has the best win rate. You've got wins and losses. It's just hard for me to figure it out by looking at it because it's not organized in a way where I can see that. Like what Dream Trawler is 62 and 38 as a ship. That's great. But we only care about planets discovered. Doomsday has found 3. Force Warship has found 2. Goblin Balloon Brigade has found 2. Nikado Warp Pride has found 2. And then 18 ships have found 1. And 22 ships have found 0. So more than half. More than half? No, less than half. But a lot of ships haven't found any yet. And again, you want to find them. That's the whole thing. It was exciting, right? And I just want to find another one. And let's see what planets are here, what planets are going away this week. So, Bloomburrow was found by the Endurance. They got Scrap Shooter, great card, great planet. Gifted card, great to destroy an artifact or enchantment. Great little 4/4 for 3. Feels great for them. The Force Warship discovered Khans of Tarkir. They got Sage of the Inward Eye. It's fine. It's fine. Crew of Star of Extinction discovered Ixalan. They got Huatli. Warrior Poet. Probably good. I don't remember much about Huatli, but it's probably good if you're in Boros. Make a 3/3 every turn. Seems great. Parhelion 3, that's my ship. I discovered 1. And we all got Tyvar, which again, doesn't look exciting, but I think it plays a little better than it looks. And it's in a good color pair. Equinox discovered IKO. They got Lava Bring Venturer. This is a frigging bomb. This card is annoying to play against. It's so broken. Gives protection from even or odd mana values. And we found Ikoria. I think Ikoria is like the set for next week. Ikoria or 1. I think 1's great. 1 actually has good power and has a bunch of planeswalkers at rare, which is really nice. But I think Ikoria, you get companions, you get cards like Lava Bring Venturer. There's a lot of really good stuff in Ikoria. And then Lord of the Rings has collapsed. Looks like the only planet to collapse this week was Lord of the Rings. And probably the correct planet to take this week, I think. Good planet, good cards, very strong. I think it was an EOE week. I took EOE on my loss. And next week, I'm going Ikoria, for sure. Yeah, that's my pick. I am definitely going Ikoria. And, of course, we have a song from Kevin Icony, 1993. Get so much good feedback about these, and they're so good. I love them so much. Let's get to it. Here's Kevin's song, I Want a Top 16 right now.
It's been too long since I've shuffled this deck. I need some rest off of that seal pack that can take my top 16 check. Give me a draw that hits all the right place. I'm gonna swing, block, and cast and won't stop until I win today. I wanna make top 16 right now, now, now. I wanna make top 16 right now, now, now. Everybody's drafting strong right now, now, now. Judge line them up right now, now, now. I wanna make top 16 right now, now, now. I wanna make top 16 right now, now, now. I ain't the only one right now, now, now. That one's top 16 right now, now, now. Oh, I know you're feeling down. You said you'd never be jealous when that bomb came down. You said you'd stay calm, but you're losing stand now. I can't get you to focus, man. I know it ain't easy to walk away from a drug you love so much. I can't blame you, bro, gotta give up. But he said it's my deck, I trust. I wanna make top 16 right now, now, now. I wanna make top 16 right now, now, now. Everybody's drafting strong right now, now, now. Judge line them up right now, now, now. I wanna make top 16 right now, now, now. I wanna make top 16 right now, now, now. I ain't the only one right now, now, now. That one's top 16 right now, now, now. I don't wanna lose right now. I don't wanna scoop right now. No, I don't wanna concede right now. Just want another win right now. Ooh, yeah. I wanna make top 16 right now, now, now. I wanna make top 16 right now, now, now. Everybody's drafting strong right now, now, now. Judge line them up right now, now, now. I wanna make top 16 right now, now, now. I wanna make top 16 right now, now, now. I ain't the only one right now, now, now. That one's top 16 right now, now, now. Oh, yeah.
Again, Kevin, thank you so much for getting these every week. I love it, and I know everyone else does too. Again, Kevin's got a place where you can go and listen to all these songs. Download Kevin's songs. I want to get, and Kevin, I'm sure you're listening, but can we get an ultimate track list of every song you've made for the AGL? Like, I want to hear them all, man. I want to hear them all. But I'm not the only one doing great in League. We got all kinds of great players doing well. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're moving your ship around. We're going into week 4. So again, we're this is where it's kind of a bloodbath. A lot of people get eliminated. Weeks 3, weeks 4, and week 5. Oh, so many. And then you're left with just who's left in week 6. So we're moving into week 5, and if we go all the way down, I mean, Entropy hasn't run, and there's still lots of time for people to get games in. But we're looking at least, I want to say, 100 people knocked out by the time Entropy runs. And we're going to be up to just the top, 146, 145 players, it looks like, right now. Going to be tough. Going to be a tough one. And again, there's so many people here. These records, 14-6 is all the way bottom of top 16. And even 14-6, they kind of bleed out a little bit. Everyone's going 4-1, 3-2, 4-0, 5-0. And it's a contentious top 16. It's going to be a scary couple of weeks as we get down to the end of the Edge of Eternities. But we're not talking about just the end. We're talking a lot about it. I had a great guest this week. They actually were wonderful. Let's go ahead and let's boldly go where no man has gone before.
Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
That's right. This week we are boldly going where no man has gone before, all the way down to Portugal. Well, I guess they were on vacation. I don't know where they were. But they're from Portugal. We got to talk to none other than Tomas B., Ever Fighting Duck. I've been saying that name a lot for a while, and it's a fun name to say. I've been curious. I haven't interacted with them much on the server. And they were great, and they let me into a whole, Portuguese crew there is in the Discord that plays together, and they're all really good. And Tomas was so cool and so great to talk to. I asked him to come on the show, and they said, I'd love to come on, but I'm on vacation, and I can only record at night off my phone in a car. And I was like, that's fine. That's great. And we did. And again, they were a joy to talk to. Go ahead and listen to my interview with Tomas now. All right, this week we are boldly going where no man has gone before with Tomas B., Ever Fighting Duck. Welcome to the show, Tomas.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hey, thanks for coming on. You're in the middle of holiday right now. You made time to go to a car away from everybody and record this. I really appreciate the efforts you went through to come on the show today.
Yeah, no problem. On vacation, it's lazy days, so at 11 at night on a car, it's like no problem at all.
Hey, I appreciate it. I know the league appreciates it because they're going to get to hear a little bit about you. We're all going to get to learn. And I want to know, as I always ask everybody that comes on, when did you start playing Magic?
Somewhere around like 2001, actually. So on and off for quite a while. But it was actually my brother that got me to play Magic, and he's also in the league.
Oh, nice. Who's what's his handle?
Yeah, he's Miguel B.
Miguel B. Another name.
Knows.
Is it Ethereus?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so, he's my older brother, and he got me into Magic when I was like, I guess, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Somewhere around that, yeah. It was, I think, probably Odyssey and Onslaught. Those I think are the first ones that I remember. I think afterwards we probably found somewhere in some store some Mercadian Masks starter decks as well.
Oh, nice!
So that's probably actually the oldest thing that we started playing with. But I think around 2001 or something, with starter decks and things like that.
That's so cool. My brother also got me into Magic, and I tried to get him into the league, and it didn't take because he doesn't play as much Magic these days.
Yeah, so it was also Miguel who got me into the league as well.
Oh, that's so cool. I love families that play Magic. When you guys meet up, do you like throw down? Do you yeah?
Well, actually, now in the last couple of years, a few years, he's like literally on the other side of the world from me.
Oh no!
So I'm in Portugal and he's in New Zealand, which is very literally the other side of the world. But I think the last time he was here on a Christmas, we played a Chaos Draft, and every set that comes out will do like a sealed on Arena, just the two of us. So we still play.
I love that. That's so cool. I love it. I love the family member. I had no idea you guys were related. So, Oh, awesome. Were you always, so that's when you started playing, were you always like into draft, or did draft come later?
No. So I started playing like I said, 2001, but it was very much like kitchen table Magic, pre-con decks.
Yes.
And just me and my brother. And like I said, Onslaught, I know we played that whole block. Um, I think up until like Mirrodin, we would like buy some things every once in a while. Then, but mostly, yeah, pre-constructed decks.
Hmm.
And then he kept going, and he kept playing. And then I think that's around the time he started going to like pre-releases and drafts and things like that. And I kind of like didn't. Also because I think at that time probably would be a little bit too young to be going to pre-releases and things like that. And so I kind of stopped playing for a little bit. Bought some things again on Alara and played some more of that. Then stopped again, but always like kitchen table Magic. And then I think when I don't know, I would also play some things. I remember playing with some friends the Xbox. Uh, I think Duel of the Planeswalkers,
Oh
Planeswalker Duels
yeah, yeah,
on
dude. The same
Xbox
deck got
360.
me in.
Yeah, so I
I
would play that, and so that was, I guess, constructed, if you
yeah.
could call it that. Played that, and then I think when I probably started really getting back into Magic was around Amonkhet, where
Okay,
I
yep.
went to a pre-release, and I think that was probably my first pre-release. And then yeah, started getting back into Magic then, starting to go to a few more pre-releases, and then started doing more drafts and things like that. But then mainly like when it really took off was in on Arena with Ixalan.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think was that the first one? Yeah, that was the first one on Arena, I think. And so yeah, that's where it really took off. And so I'd say like 98% of the drafts that I've done in my life have been on Arena.
Nice. I
Not
not in
yeah.
paper.
No, I've done a few on paper, but it's always like kind of hard to get either going to shop is hard, even though I literally live across from one.
Hmm.
But I think most of the drafts I've done a few on in LGSs, but mainly as LGSs I'll go to like pre-releases,
Yeah.
and then I've bought over the years like 80% of the drafts that come out. I usually will buy a box together with some friends, and we'll manage. Sometimes do a draft, but most of the times it's also like sealed, mainly because most of them also don't play limited that much, and so it was getting to a point where it was kind of unfair, where I was like in a 7 run winning streak because I was the one that was like looking at the cards beforehand and like prepping for the pre-release and all that, and they were like looking at the cards for the first time, and so it was a bit unfair to do drafts that way. And so yeah, they're mostly commander people,
Yeah.
and so we'll do sealed once in a while. Even though another one who I'll draft once in a while is also on the league. He's Vasco M. Motatum.
Yeah, Mo
And so
Tatum. These are
yeah,
heavy hitter names, Tomas. These are names
that
I say.
yeah. So Miguel, my brother, he started in the league. Then he got me into the league, and then I got Vasco into the league. And so yeah, I'll draft with him in person once in a while as well.
I love that because
Um,
we have the groups, right? We've got the Texas group of people. Of course, there's all the Canadians. And now we can say, oh, we've got a little Portuguese group. Uh,
yeah, yeah,
that's awesome. And I love that you bring up Duels of the Planeswalkers because I loved Duels of the Planeswalkers. And
yeah,
I don't know that I would have gotten into Magic without it. Like, it was so easy for me to sit in front of my PlayStation and just like play Magic by myself.
yeah. Which I
Um,
think is kind of like the same thing with Arena, right? But
yeah.
back then, um, again, it's kind of like I think now you look back at it and kind of looks like watered down Magic, right? But at the time, it was the best thing available. And even though, like again, Magic Online was already a thing, but for me, that was completely out of my radar. And what that little I knew just seemed like too overwhelming.
Yeah.
And yeah, having something with just you can play on your Xbox with a controller, with friends that also like just dabble in Magic. Really, yeah.
I feel like I learned so much from that game because it gave you like strong, powerful decks and like key cards and things. And like
Mhm.
there was an Eldrazi deck, there was a spells deck, and it was
Like off
oh
ball,
yeah,
and yeah.
yeah, like yeah,
I
it
have a
teaches you
friend that
so
even
much.
he plays very little Magic, but he kind of started it a little bit later than I did,
Uh-huh.
and then basically played the Duel of the Planeswalkers as well, and then didn't play much besides that. He played in an arena, but like just so you have an idea of the person, or type of magic he likes is basically just um, solitary. So like an arena, he would just like elf ball, and his
Yep.
favorite thing to do was like try to break the game with too many elves on the Planeswalker, the Duel of the Planeswalkers, I mean. And
Yeah.
then our arena, he played for a while. And the thing that really got him to play for a little bit longer was when the Nexus of Fate deck was
Oh
in the
no.
standards,
Yeah.
and he was playing that like best of one. And so I was trying to get him to play arena and like showing different things and doing and no, the thing that he wanted to play was Nexus's Fate best of one standard,
Oh my
and just like
gosh.
either automatically win or automatically lose. So yeah, I kind of quit pushing the subject after I saw that. And it's like, okay, you do you.
Hey, we all like our own different kind of magic, right? We're all into our
Yeah.
own little thing. But we're here actually in Edge of Eternities League. Tomas, we got to talk a little bit about EOE League. You're currently 13-7. You're having yourself a nice little start to your league. I wanted to talk about it, see what's helping you do well, see what your thoughts are on the format, kind of get your opinion. Uh, how's it going? Let's talk EOE.
Yeah, EOE is strange for me, the league, just because if you go look at my pool, I feel like I'm punching above my pool just because, like, in terms of rares, it's duds after duds. And it's been a really hard pool to navigate, but somehow last week I imagine managed like 5-0. And in that sense, it's kind of looking like the Bloomborough as well, which was my first league that also started with like a really rough pool. That at the end of the first week, I like switched to Is It, which in
Okay.
Bloomborough was like really, really, really bad. But it really goes to show you just like how League is kind of a different format where like card advantage really goes a long way, card selection, and so I kind of feel like that's a little bit happening here as well in EOE. But basically, I just yeah, I'm currently running like big red with green and then a black splash.
Yep.
But I have like a bunch of like burn damage. I have or pings. I have the like two of the common dragons that ping for 4 or
Oh,
deal
gross.
4. I
Yeah.
have the Fear of Burning Alive. I have the Razorkin something something, the red from Duskmorn that pings when the player draws one.
Oh, yeah.
And so I have a few burn spells that kind of help me go over the top. I have some fixing in green, and then some card advantage and beetles in black. And it's kind of working out when I remember to put in basic lands into my deck. Uh, but
I wasn't gonna bring it up, Tomas. I wasn't gonna bring it up.
well, it brought me a lot of joy to see so many people laughing at me in the in the committee. So I guess I'll mention it here as well.
It was like
Uh,
immediately after I asked you to come on the show, you played a league match with a deck with no lands.
Just and I won the match. So yeah,
You
just
won?
showing that.
Oh my
Yeah, I won.
God.
Lost game one, and then game game two won at 1 life, and then game three managed to win as well.
This guy can
He
win
got
without
stuck.
lands in his
Yeah,
deck.
they got stuck the third game. They basically were playing with no mountains, so
Oh,
I got lucky.
hey,
Um,
we take those. We do.
but yeah, the league. I don't know. I think like basically I have no rares in my deck. I have the green planet. I have the Razorkin something. I've got now the last pack. I got the monolith, the black artifact that lets you ping your own
Oh,
creatures and
that thing's
draw.
so good.
Yeah, and that won me the last match as well. So finally, I got a good rare. But like rares have been kind of difficult. I have an enduring innocence, which could be really good, but my white isn't that great. But yeah, basically, I just trying to go big. I guess is what I'm trying to do with my deck. Um, I have quite a few creatures on the low end, so sometimes the deck turns into an aggro deck, and I kind of win that way. But most of the times I'm trying to get to like the big 6 and 7 drops, um, which is hard when uh, they aren't that bomby. So in the meantime, I have also a bunch of removal to try to get me there.
What?
Basically, if someone has counter spells, I'm probably going to lose.
Well, good news. I'm not seeing a ton of blue out there, Tomas. I don't know
Yeah,
about you. Uh,
uh,
it's a green, red, black format, I feel.
yeah, I think so. Which is what I'm running as well. But yeah, not that many counter spells. I did have some this week. Um, but yeah, basically trying to go big uh has been working out okay so far.
What packs did you open this week, or what packs are you looking forward to opening next week? You know, it's the pack game. What are you staying
I
on
think
set on EOE or are you going off?
no, my the one the I'm just traumatized from the first 2 weeks where I just opened duds after duds.
Oh no.
Um, and I tried to like Duskborn, the first pack actually of Duskborn, uh, ended up going okay. And then my plan for the first week was to go Duskborn all the way, but then it wasn't working out, so I decided to shift somewhere else. Basically, yeah, the first 2 weeks were a bit full of duds. I think from now on, unless I can think of something, I'm just gonna go Edge of Eternities all the way.
Yeah, I think Edge of Eternities. Although I don't know, because we got we said we found Ikoria today. So Ikoria's
Hmm.
here. Companions, very cool. Very
Yeah, that would be
exciting.
great. Um, I did play against someone who had Luris in the main deck.
Oh,
And that
gross.
card is just, yeah, absurd.
Yeah.
Um, I would, if I lose a lot next week, maybe I can go into Icar just to try and find some companions. But I don't know. Mutate might not work that great. Um,
That's true.
yeah,
A
I
lot of
would have
human
to,
synergies, not a lot of
yeah,
humans.
yeah, yeah. I would have to take a closer look. But I think I'm going to try and focus on my matches, focus on putting lands in my deck, and just go EOE all the way. And that way I don't have to make too many choices.
I like that, and I feel like EOE just plays nice with EOE. You know, like
Hmm. Yeah,
I feel like we got the strong stuff up top. You know, the Final Fantasy, the OTJ, the mom, and now you can kind of just EOE the rest of the way if you want to, and I think that
yeah.
it's going to work great.
Final Fantasy really caught me by surprise how many people chose it. I was really thinking that on the first week it was either going to be um, what was available,
Dustmore is the
Duskborn,
last
Final
six, right?
Fantasy.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Dustmore and Final Fantasy
Oh yeah, I thought
Foundations.
for sure it was going to be like Dragons and Duskmore,
Yeah,
number one and two. And yeah, that the amount of people who chose Final Fantasy really took me off guard. I wasn't expecting it.
that was also kind of a bummer because we had just played so much Final Fantasy, and I was so
Hmm.
over playing with Final Fantasy cards, and it was like,
Yeah,
oh no, now it's the thing to do. I just did this
I
for.
don't know if it was like recency bias or
Yeah,
um maybe yeah,
I mean it was a strong set, good bonus sheet. You know that bonus sheet helps so much. That's
yeah, yeah,
but hey, it's gone now, and Dustborn lasted what a whole 2 weeks, so you could maybe got a couple extra packs if you wanted to. That's kind of nice.
yeah. That was the plan, but I kind of waffled a bit on it and tried to get some OTJ. That didn't work out either. But yeah,
Hey, it's working out all right. You're 13-7, right? How
yeah, yeah,
that's the
yeah.
thing is you're not losing enough to take a bunch of packs. So
No, like I said, I thought it was same thing. Like I had a bunch of leagues where I thought I was like I had a okay pool, and then just did okay as well. And then I had someone that I had thought was better than it actually was, and then also lost them. And then I think this one is seeming the most like Bloomberg, like I said, where I started off with a really weak pool as well, but managed to get the 5-0 as well. And then later in the Bloomberg League, I switched to like a more aggro deck.
mhm.
But in the beginning, it was just like blue, red with a bunch of removals from red, a bunch of value from blue and card draw. And think I keep forgetting that the other leagues that like how important card draw is in the league, how important card selection is in the league, decent removal. I think that gets you a really long way. um, more than like trying to go to like funny synergies and like value where like sometimes that works, but I think just draw, removal, and card selection, that's if you did that most of the leagues, I think it would probably work out okay.
Speaking of a lot of leagues, you've played in quite a few leagues now, Tomas. You've been around. What was your first league?
Bloomberg. So
Bloomborough?
yeah, like 1 year I think now.
1 year yet. That was Bloomborough was the start of this whole season. So, yeah, you've seen all the leagues this season. Do you have a favorite league since you've started playing with us?
I don't know. It's hard because like Bloomberg was the first, and also I top rated, so it's kind of hard to beat that just in terms of yeah all that value. Duskmorn, I think I ended up doing some fun things with Duskmorn as well. Dragons, I don't know. Dragons was hard. It was really fun in terms of like community interaction and all that. The format itself was a bit of a slog, and the community part of it was also like at some points a bit too much for me.
Yeah, sure.
But at the other points was also really well, it was the most community engaged format so far, and it was really fun seeing all the side things and the clan things.
Hmm.
So that was really good. Just ended up consuming all of my free time with either the matches or the extra uh,
Yeah.
league things. But it was really amazing to see, like, um, I don't know, just a community driven thing, just all the organization going into it was really impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I like the family leagues like that, but I get people that don't. They're not for everybody, and they're doing kind of the
Mhm.
halfway thing now with the spaceship. How's your spaceship? Are people real talkative on your spaceship? My spaceship's pretty quiet. My spaceship don't talk too much.
We talked quite a bit. I'm the captain, so I tried to get things going in the beginning, and
Congrats.
especially the first week and a half. We talked quite a bit, planned things out,
Hmm.
set, tried to figure out which sets make the most sense to help people out with the pools and all that. As the weeks have, as the games have gone on, we chat a little bit less, but there's still like we're still going in there. Uh, Telling how our week went, asking for opinions on the pool. So it's been fairly engaging and like nothing like the dragons, but still, I think it's I think splitting people off into groups, maybe not as small as this, but the general idea of splitting people into groups, I think ends up making some sense just because it's getting so big that having a few groups like this, I think it can work, or at least it has for us, I think.
I think it's one of those the different things for different people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, your ship, it's great. My ship, I wish we were talking more. And here's the thing, I'm the captain. Maybe I'm not doing a good job as captain. It's very possible. I'm
No,
doing
I
the
think yeah,
podcast. I'm playing. I'm always got 1,000 things going on. It's hard for me to focus on any one thing for too long.
yeah, yeah, makes sense.
Um, you guys found a planet yet? You found any
Sorry?
planets? Have you found any planets on your spaceship?
No,
No.
no,
Oh,
salty about that.
it's gonna have. I'll tell you what. I found one yesterday. It was the best feeling in the world, Tomas. It was the best. I found it myself too. Oh my God. Please
Are it
do it.
was Icaria? No.
No, I found one. All will be one.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna pick all one from now on?
No, I am not. But I will say for people
Are you gonna
listening,
do you? That's all you wanted was found a planet. You find one, and now you're gonna do it dirty like that?
well, I mean,
How
I don't
can
want
you
to
not?
find. I'm gonna use the rare I got. I'm gonna play the free card I got.
What was the rare?
I got Tyvar, the Planeswalker.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that would be really good.
It's not a
Uh,
very good Planeswalker, but it's
hmm.
it's good enough, I think, especially in this set, and I'll tell you why. Um, Here I am going on a rant that I don't need to go on. Um, Tyvar's +1, untap a creature.
Yeah,
Great with
stationing.
stay exactly station. I didn't think about it. It's so
There's
good
some
with
good
station.
activated abilities as well.
So good with station. Like I hadn't thought about that, and it makes it so you can just station things in like one turn, super easy. Six
Yeah,
drops, 6/6, boom, 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 easy.
good with the mana darks.
Good with mana
Jing.
dorks.
Gene Hack Mana.
And the minus, mill a little bit, return a creature
Mhm.
mana two or less. I got a few virus beetles in here. I'll let
Yeah,
those things die and come back. That's great.
yeah.
Uh, Tyvar makes the cut. What can I say? Uh, he's in. He's playing.
And it's free.
And it's free. That's the thing. I found it, put it
Yeah.
in the next game immediately, and played it. And I could tell my opponent was kind of confused to be like, wait, where did this Planeswalker come from? But I get to play it as soon as I find it. You know what?
Yeah.
Don't be mad at me.
Yeah. Oh, right. Right. Because yeah, the people who find the planet get to play a card from it before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before anyone else.
Didn't think about that. Yeah.
Um, Speaking of all this Magic card talk, Tomas, what is your favorite Magic card?
I don't know. It's hard picking a favorite. I don't know because I don't play one format that much. Like limited is probably what I play the most. And I think unless you play like a lot of cubes and things like that, it's probably hard to get a favorite card since you're always switching the sets, right? Um, but I don't know, cards that I like in general. Priest of the Forgotten Gods is one that I really, really like.
Ooh,
Um,
that's a good one.
yeah, more either with like I liked it in limited a lot, but also in standard was also fun where you had like the Mayhem Devil and that,
Oh
and then
yeah.
later on the cat as well. And I have a problem with like standard decks where basically I only play limited and standard, and some commander as well, mostly limited really. And in standard, I always want to find like I want to win the games, but at the same time I want to find like janky decks that are like off radar,
Yeah.
but that still win because then I get annoyed when I lose. But at the same time, it's like I don't make it easier on myself, right? Because I'm like trying to find off meta things, but then the arena economy isn't really friendly to trying out janky decks. Um, and so I ended up, I remember really clearly doing a deck with like the Priest of the Forgotten Gods, and then later on, like the problem is once it started getting too good and then other people pick up on it,
Yeah.
then I don't find it as interesting. I remember clearly happening with like the cat and the cauldron. It
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is really interesting. I could maybe do this. And then 1 week later it's like, oh no, this is just powerful and it's not janky. And now I
Yeah.
don't want to play with it anymore. So but then I get upset when I don't win. So yeah, you can have it all. But yeah, so that like kind of sacrificing type of deck with Priest of the Forgotten Gods, that's a general type of card that I like, and that one in particular I like quite a bit.
I love it.
And then also like janky standard decks, also Nephroi, Apex of
Okay,
Death.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was also one that I did a really janky deck around that with standard, where it's just that, some more of the mutate creatures, and then a bunch of zero power or X power creatures,
Oh yeah.
uh, because it has the limit of bringing any amount of creatures you have from the graveyard back onto the battlefield up until 10 power. And so basically, I was just filling my deck with like 0, 1, or X powered creatures,
Uh-huh.
and then bringing it all back with Nephroi. And I think that was one that I ended up getting into Mythic, I think. So yeah, that's the type of decks that I want, where it's just like C plus janky decks that will have like 50.5% win rate.
I I love it. That sounds really fun.
Yeah.
We're starting to get low on time here, Thomas. We got about 10 minutes left in this call.
Yeah,
So we got to get to your league questions. Are you ready?
yeah, sure, shoot.
All right. We got to go just I guess a little fast. I'll try to keep us on pace. Evan C. Peas of Crab. Can you tell us a little bit about your favorite role-playing campaign you've ever been a part of? Surely something you can explain quickly.
Yeah, sure. I played in a Tomb of Annihilation one,
Oh, cool.
where yeah, I had a kobold monk where like his big thing was that he wanted to become a dragon, so he was like a a sun monk that could throw fireballs and things like that. He made a deal with like the main villain where like eventually you could probably like sell your soul to then eventually become a dragon. That character ends up dying, which is fine, it happens. And then later on, I played something else, and the DM did something really cool where like during the Tomb of Annihilation, one of the enemies that showed up like as a boss was a deformed pale dragon, which was basically my previous character that
Oh,
got
cool.
turned into a dragon, but was all like wingless and sad. That was very, very cool.
That is cool. Wow, that's awesome. I love it when stuff like that happens. Uh, Richard K. Preacher 26, favorite duck dish.
Um, well, we have like duck rice is a thing that's quite common in Portugal, with a lot of chorizo and things like that. So that's probably one that I like a lot. Um, yeah, I could say probably that one, duck rice, arroz de pato.
That sounds great. I mean, we got chicken and rice here in the States. Duck and rice? Why not? Paul R. would love to know if you were chosen to design one part of a magic card, would you create the name and flavor text, rules text, or color and mana value, or art and style? And do you have any ideas floating around for whatever you would choose?
I have no idea. Probably would go for like mana value, um, and color, just because it would be maybe the easiest one to tweak and to think about it. Uh, Everything else, like art, definitely not. Rules text. Well, if it's like a common where I can just choose to give it either vigilance or reach, maybe that could work.
Sure.
But no, I'm constantly in awe of like the design side of Magic, just like how much thought goes into it and like how many permutations of like small adjustments you can make into a card, which is I think something like all limited players think, oh, like if this was a 3-1 instead of a 2-1, this would be like one of the best cards in the format.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, with like Final Fantasy was really clear. That I forget which card it was, but it was one card that costed like 3 mana, and I just kept thinking if this card costed 4 mana, it would be better in this format.
Oh,
But I don't
really?
remember which one it was.
It's so
Yeah,
funny.
because of all the 4 cost things.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, to get the whatever the trigger.
Yeah.
Jack H. Rackick would love to know any advice for new players playing on non-North American times?
Uh, don't top 8 because otherwise the draft is going to be really complicated to
Oh
find
yeah.
a time around. But no, I think in general, yeah, the community is getting so big that you can find matches at pretty much any time that you want. Just be careful at like the later weeks because you really want to schedule matches ahead of time
Yeah.
because it's even harder for us Europeans to try and get matches in those last few weeks.
No, great. That's great advice. Schedule in the end. That's so good. And here we got two questions from your brother, Miguel B. Thurius. These make a lot more sense to me now. Uh, please ask him how his toe is doing. How's your toe doing?
Better now. I broke it 2 weeks ago, but yeah, it's doing better now. Vacation is helping.
How'd you break it? Can you tell us? Was it or is it something
Yeah,
weird?
just no, just picked the furniture uh,
Oh,
in the middle of the night.
oh,
Um,
bummer.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can.
they're all good.
You're like making me like cringe, and my toes like. Oh, I can feel that. Gross.
No, they're all good.
I'm glad you're getting better. I'm glad you're healing. Miguel has another question. What IP would you like to see in Magic, and what would he preemptively ban?
Um, I don't know. IP, it's because it's either I would want something that would have like some general appeal, because if it's just something that I want, that's probably not going to be very fun. But even so, like I really like the Magic IP, so um, too many different IPs would starts getting a little bit weird. But I don't know. I think something from software could be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Bloodborne probably has the most like is the most thematically cohesive one, even though it would probably end up looking a lot like Innistrad.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the other ones, Dark Souls and Elden Ring, are a little bit, I think, are a little bit more all over the place when it comes to like bringing into cards, right? It's either a bunch of knight stuff
Hmm.
or just big bosses. Bloodborne has like very like cohesive ideas where you like can think, oh, red would be a lot of this, or you have the eldritch gods things, you have a bunch of things with bloods, so you could use blood tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have quite a like all the weapons and things like that.
Yeah.
You could do interesting things with Bloodborne. And I think you would probably have to ban something that was like, oh, this is going to be like a interesting blood payoff, and it just ends up like infinite sack outlets that wins you the game some way and takes over legacy or something like that.
I love it. Let's break legacy with blood tokens. I want to see that happen. Somebody bring back blood tokens. And I love this idea. I love Bloodborne. I love the FromSoft games. Fun gothic horror stuff. And
Yeah, I think I think it is a good fit, but the main problem would be like try to make it distinctive from Innistrad.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think I think it is distinctive because it's not really vampires and it's not werewolves. Like it is different. And
Yeah.
it's more gothic. I don't know that Innistrad is like gothic horror. Maybe it is, and I just don't think of it that way. But Bloodborne would be so much darker than Innistrad, and Innistrad's dark enough, right? But it would be dark.
Yeah.
And again, cool weapons. We could have guns for the first time in Magic. I guess have we had guns now? We've probably had guns at some point now, right?
We've had.
Yeah, we're in 2025. They'll print anything these days.
Yeah.
Well, Tomas, that's gonna do it. No, wait, we had one more question. We get getting too far ahead of myself. From Adam E. Adam End. Do you think the duck will ever learn to love instead of fight?
No, always fighting.
Always fighting. Hey, it doesn't want to end up in the rice. It's fighting for its life. Tomas, thanks so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it, especially since you're on, holiday. Again, thanks for making time. It's really nice of you.
No problem. It's really fun.
Hey, thanks for coming on the show and thanks for being a part of the community. I love reading your name, and now that I know you got some other people out there, I'll have more of a picture in my head, and that's why I love doing this show. I learn so much, and it teaches me and teaches everyone else like what's going on out there. It's just so cool.
Yeah.
Good luck out there. The rest of your league, 13-7. You're in a position where you could maybe top 16 this thing. I'm also 13-7, right behind you. So I'm trying to see my own path. I'm sure you see your own way to get there as well. But we're in a good spot.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Gonna try and go for another 5-0. Maybe that'll get me there.
Hey, it's not gonna hurt, right? Not gonna hurt.
No.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your vacation, and thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah. Thanks.
Again, Tomas was great. I love that their brother Miguel has got us some funny questions. Got to learn about how they broke their toe. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you enjoyed your vacation. Thanks again for making time for it and for making time for the show. I really appreciate it, and I know the league does as well, because we got to learn more about Tomas. And again, it's so cool. There's a whole crew. And we got the Discers, we got the people in Texas, and we got the Portuguese players. I love to see it. And there's so much going on the server right now. We've got the super secret side server where we have a fantasy football league. We just did our draft a week ago. That's always really fun. You've got tons of side events going on. Evan's getting close to the end of his Miranda Mega Draft of Madness, which I'm trying to get in on this, mega draft to end all mega drafts, which they're doing at the end of it. Right now I'm in, but I haven't played in a lot of them, so I got to get, I think, at least one more in to keep that spot locked up. But that's going on. Look for those in the next coming week. Side events, there's a bunch of great side events going on. I mean, we've got the Player of the Year play-ins. Right now, there is a Winston tournament for Player of the Year. Winner gets a spot in there. Currently, there's only a few people left. Jack H. Rakic is going to the finals. And then he's going to be playing against either Evan C. or the winner of Kenny W., Niv Mizzet, and Elliot H. Blobby. So it should be great. I got to watch Jack do his last Winston draft. I mean, I played in this. I did a Winston draft. I lost to Adam End. It's cool. It was a cool format. I've never Winston draft before. This was like, I don't know. I had to watch a lot of people play it to actually kind of figure it out, because it's not a normal draft. It was very fun and very cool, but I did get wrecked by Adam right away. And Jack makes it all the way to the end. Congrats, Jack. I hope you get yourself into Player of the Year. Number 1 right now in Edge of Eternities, in a finalist for Winston. Like, that's great. Here's the thing, Jack. Win that, and then get the pennant, so there's another roll down. I'm so close to Player of the Year, guys. Like, I'm in right now, but I'm not locked, right? Nothing's locked, so I need all the help I can get. Every extra roll down, every shot I can, and I'm playing in the Why Not pod for Roto, and we actually just wrapped up our Roto today, so we're going to start playing matches here, and that's been really fun. Roto was really cool. I love that they offer these fun little extra side events to play in at the end for people. And there is a stake to this, right? Like, I really want to do well in these. I want to make it into Player of the Year. And if I don't, it's cool to see how, Jack gets there, or Evan, Kenny, it's really cool. And now there's a couple ways to do it, and they've got more roll downs coming, so we're going to see who all makes it in. Player of the Year is really exciting. It's going to be happening after Edge of Eternities. It's something I've, keeping my eye on, of course. And, it's something that people can still make their way into. The winner of Edge of Eternities and Pennant League winner will get their invite. And then there's these other little side events they can get you in. Then there's Rookie of the League play-in, which will happen with all the rookies. That's always really cool. And then we got Player of the Year, and that's just a special tournament for the best players on the server. That lasts a couple of weeks. Winner gets crowned Player of the Year. I don't know if we have if they've announced anything about it. Last year, Zach Carr won, and he got a year of free league entries, which was really cool. And then Zach didn't play in most of the leagues because he was real busy. He got married this year. But Zach's just the best. The Player of the Year is always really exciting, and a lot of the people that have won it have usually been pretty big community members, big players, big names in the server. So it's exciting to see that we have another one coming up. And, like in a month, we'll probably already know who our next Player of the Year is. And that's really exciting, really cool. And I think that's going to do it for the show this week. Again, there's lots of side events happening right now. Keep your eye out. Paul wrapped up round 1 of his Chat GPT thing, basically. I think we're getting ready for round 2. That's been really fun. Johnny's posting about doing other side events. Again, there's just tons of side events going on, tons of Magic happening, and it's a great time to be a Magic player in the AGL. What can I say? And until then, I hope you get to keep a good 7. That's what you want. That's what it's all about, right? Like, Landers help, but I want 7 cards. And I hope that Shuffler's in your favor. Because I've had some games this league. It's not. I look at my hands and go, 2 lands? Oh, boy. Yeah, we'll try it. And a lot of the time, that doesn't work out. And I think you know that. Well, everyone, until then, I guess this is go home.